The I-83 South Bridge is a vital piece of infrastructure connecting Harrisburg to the West Shore. Many cars cross it every day, and it's in need of major repairs. Federal money was promised, but there's a major bump in the road. Sarah Wilson's here to tell us why. Sarah.
Alicia, Governor Shapiro admits he pestered federal officials about money to redo the John Harris Memorial Bridge, and it worked. The whole idea was to have the feds cover half the cost so the Commonwealth wouldn't have to spend as much.
The bridge would continue to get into disrepair to intolerable levels, or the state would be compelled to raid other projects in order to do a must-do project over here.
Then U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg telling us back in July what would have happened if the feds didn't award $500 million to rebuild Harrisburg's 83 South Bridge.
Funds that were discretionary awards that haven't been obligated are sort of in question right now.
Pennsylvania's Secretary of Transportation, Michael Carroll, telling lawmakers that during a Wednesday budget hearing.
My suspicion is the FHWA and the Trump administration could pick and choose which ones they advance and which ones they don't.
That because of a potential freeze in federal funding by the Trump administration. Representatives Jordan Harris and Jim Struzzi, both sitting in on the same hearing, both with very different reactions.
I think it should be a concern for everyone.
I don't think there should be any concern. I think they're merely taking a look at the grant process, how these grants are being used, which I think is important.
Over 125,000 cars cross over this bridge every single day. PennDOT says if it's not redone soon, it's going to have to keep putting Band-Aids on it, and that could ultimately lead to an even bigger problem. The 83 South Bridge is about 65 years old and listed in what PennDOT calls poor condition. Secretary Carroll knows it needs to be fixed, and fast.
We will do that. It has to happen, and it will happen.
And so the bridge is expected to cost just north of $1 billion. Officials want to start construction by next year, but Dennis, right now it's not clear if that'll happen.
A lot of nervous folks. Thanks so much.